Hey guys, I'm Vicky. Today I'm doing a my piercings and tattoos video. Sorry if it's really shaky. I am using my phone, so it's going to be a little on the shaky side. Altogether I have a lot of piercings and I have 3 tattoos. I'm going to start with my piercings first, and then I'm going to switch to my tattoos. Sorry, I just unplugged my phone. Then I'll switch to my tattoos. So I'm going to go over by my mirror just so it's easier. See, I have a fish. My fishies. Anyways, enough about them. Okay, so as far as my piercings go, this year I have my first, second, and third holes. As far as pain for my first, second, and third holes, first ones hurt for me just because they are my first ones. So I was like really nervous. And then my second and thirds didn't hurt at all. I got my first ones done at Walmart and my second and thirds both done at Piercing Pagoda. But on my third on this side, I have a gauge in. I hope you guys can see that. It's just a taper. Yeah, you can see that. It's just a taper. Because usually, look at the Julie. Usually on that ear, I have an industrial that goes from my helix right here, this, down to my third hole, but I took it out because this wasn't quite healed yet. And the bar that I usually have in there is this bar. Hold on. Is this. It's a bent bar. The bent part, whoa. The bent part up here goes in my third hole, so it goes something like that. But since it wasn't healed, I took it out, and I'm going to be putting it back in once it's re-healed. And then also on the side, I don't know if you can see it, but I have my rook. You can see the bottom ball of it. But I have my rook on that side. On this side, my extras, I have my tragus, and I have my conch or conch, whatever you want to call it. As far as pain for this one hurt a lot because they couldn't get the needle through the top, and they got it halfway through, and then they couldn't get it the rest of the way through. That hurt a lot. The gauging doesn't hurt really. I mean, it did, but not really. My tragus, I literally didn't feel it at all. Hold on, sorry. Sorry, I thought my mom was home. I was gonna say, oh, you're home early, good. Anyways, so my tragus didn't hurt at all. Didn't feel it once. And the healing process for this was actually really quick. I don't remember having any issues at all with it, actually. It was sore, of course, but I'm used to like going like this to itch my ears. So I would do it on the side all the time, and it hurt a lot. And then my conch, it hurt, but it wasn't really bad. It was like, maybe like a 5 out of 10. I would say this is a 5 out of 10. This is a 0 out of 10 because I didn't feel it. My lobes, first one was like a 4 out of 10. The other 2 were like a 2. Oh, my rook. My rook didn't hurt too bad. The healing process is still going for that. Same with my conch and with my, oh, that fucking dot. Alright, there's something like in my camera, so I need to like adjust it. There we go. My helix is gonna be healing for a while. My rook, I would say, was probably about a 6 out of 10. I used to have my septum pierced. I still do. I just don't have a ring in it. I can pull one in. But usually what I wear in it is just a standard, like, hoop, or a horseshoe. But I have it out right now just because we had a big family event going on and I needed to have it out because I can see up my nose. Oh, I have my belly button pierced. I'll show you that. That's my belly button pierced. Don't mind my scar. That's my belly button piercing. Sorry about the really ugly scar. Sorry about that scar. Okay. Now for my tattoos. I have 3 tattoos. My first tattoo is dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter in your brain that when, like, anything that makes you happy, when you're, like, listening to music or, like, you're hanging out with friends or whatever you're doing that makes you happy, it triggers the neurotransmitter dopamine, which releases the chemical dopamine, and it, like, makes you happy. Most people associate dopamine with mostly drugs, aka dopamine. It's not just drugs. But my dopamine tattoo is behind this ear. There's my dopamine tattoo. That, I laughed through the whole thing. It tickled. My next tattoo is on my shoulder, and it's for my grandma. My grandma was my role model growing up, and she passed away 3 years ago. And there's not a single day that goes by that I don't think about her. She is everything to me. She was everything. She will always be everything. So I got a tattoo on my shoulder for her. Let's see if you can see it in my mirror. But there's my tattoo for her, and maybe a little bit closer to the mirror. But what it says is, so far from where you are, I'm standing underneath the stars, with her initials, and the day she was born and the day she died. We'll get a little bit closer if you see if I can. That's that tattoo. That one, pain-wise, it wasn't that bad. It did get kind of bad, like, more like on my shoulder blade. Other than that, it wasn't that bad. And then my third tattoo is on my ribs. It's very, very small. I got it when I first moved to New York, when I moved to my town. My very first friend, I'm still friends with her, thank God. But we got matching tattoos. And the tattoo behind my ear, by the way, dopamine, that is my matching tattoo with my best friend. Without her, I would be nowhere. But the girl that I've been friends with since I moved here, we got matching tattoos together, and it's To Infinity and Beyond. She has To Infinity and I have And Beyond. And that's on our ribs. We'll do this one. That won't work, never mind. I don't know why I did that, but that's And Beyond.